Welcome to Amigos Pod, where creativity meets business. This is a podcast from creator to creators where we talk to photographers, filmmakers, athletes from all over. And the idea is that you can learn from them, get inspired, and avoid a couple of headaches along your career. And for today's episode, we have my amigo here, Fredrik, which is a professional athlete, but I'm going to let him introduce himself to everyone. Welcome.
Thank you. Okay, introduce myself.
Who is Fredrik?
For those who don't know me, I do gymnastics. I do content creation on most social medias.
You're a professional gymnastic, right?
Well, it depends how
Depends who you ask.
Yeah, I don't make a lot of money on the sport. So professional, but I try to be as professional as I can. And it's a lot of training hours in this sport. So it's a full-time job, you could say.
Yes, and you've been also representing Norway at some point. You were in the national team.
Yeah, I've been on the national team for over a decade. And I've been to some European championships, Nordics, Northern Europeans, some World Cups. I haven't been to like World Championships, but that's the goal. Yeah.
Nice. And you're still planning to continue your career for as long as your body can take, right?
Yeah.
So besides that, you also are a content creator. You have your own podcast, Active Prat,
Yes.
in the Norwegian. It's a Norwegian podcast, by the way. But you also are a content creator. You are everywhere on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. You have your own channel. So how do you do to combine content creation together as a... It's kind of like, it's not a hobby, right? Because you also do that for living. So you do both for living pretty much.
Yeah. Well, what was the question? Is if
you can like you have to combine content creation together with all the hours of training. How do you do to balance?
Well, it doesn't always balance because somehow there's not enough hours in the day. So I usually say that if my social media is going good, then school and training is not going so good. But when school is going good and training going good, then I don't post a lot on social media. So it's always a wave in those different stuff. So it's hard to combine, but it's possible. But as an athlete, you should not do a lot. You should sleep and try to rest as much as possible between the sessions. So, but at the same time, I really, really love it and enjoy it. So, I kind of feel relaxed when I'm doing it. But sometimes it gets too much. Yeah,
It gets a bit of the way of the professional, right?
yeah.
But how did you start it with content creation? When did you start to discover that passion for it?
Well, I'm 25 years old, so I feel like I grew up with it. I remember when Vine came,
Mhm.
if you know.
Yeah.
I posted those 6 seconds.
Sorry, looks like on the middle of the podcast, the fire alarm just went off, so we gotta get back soon. Thankfully, it was no fire anywhere here at the studio, so let's just continue. So my question was, when did you start to enjoy and create and start this like content creation passion?
Well, I always watch these other athletes on YouTube and stuff. For example, skateboarders or other gymnasts, and they always posted their best tricks on the YouTube or Instagram or whatever. And of course, I wanted to do that too. And I also have this mental thing in the sport that I get more tough when I'm doing new tricks. If I film it and if I fail, then at least I have it on camera.
You have both. If you fail or if you succeed, you're gonna have a good clip anyway.
Yeah,
right?
so that would be worth it. And yeah, and then I go straight and post it on. Even if I fail or make it, I post it. And yeah, and it started to evolve into. I remember I downloaded iMovie when I was, I don't know, 14, 15 years, and combined these tricks together and put on some music, action music. And yeah, I just wanted to be like those guys who, posted these crazy tricks.
How old were you when you kind of started to create?
I think I was maybe around 11, 12 years old.
So is that long? Do you remember the camera and stuff that you use, or?
At the moment, I think it was an iPhone 5 or 4, maybe. That was my first smartphone. So it was pretty cool to just capture everything on this thing. It's so available all the time.
Yeah, it's easier.
And I remember when Wine came out, I started to post both tricks and funny stuff. So yeah, I really enjoyed that for a long time. Yeah.
So then you started with Vine, and then you start to immigrating like to other platforms.
Yeah.
Because you also have a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah. It started with my own personal YouTube, and I just posted stuff there mostly for myself in the beginning. I made vlogs.
About your routine, your life as a...
Yeah, mostly gymnastics life. When I was on training camps or European championships or Youth Olympics. I just wanted to have those memories, and now 10 years later, I'm really, really happy that I made those vlogs. Right? Yeah, because it's so fun to watch, and I watch it with my teammates, and everyone is so happy that we made it.
You because can look back and have the memories, right?
And yeah, I'm really, really happy that I did. And after high school, I made another YouTube channel with a guy, Odin Kalve.
That's your best friend that you also have the podcast with?
No, it's another guy, another gymnast as well. There's a lot of content creators in the
gymnastic world.
Yeah. He wanted to start a YouTube channel. And at the moment, I was pretty shy. So I didn't want to be in front of the camera, but I still want to produce something. And I also wanted to promote the sport. And I've seen like people like Niall Wilson and other guys who promote the sport really well. And it's really fun to watch. And we wanted to do the same thing here in Norway. So we made a lot of videos in the gym. He in front of the camera, I was behind the camera. I think I didn't buy my own camera, I just stole my sister's camera.
The smart way.
Yeah. So, and we used it for, I think, over 5 years. And she never got to use the camera because I always use it before her. So, I owe her for that.
So your goal with the content was mostly to document your lifestyle as a gymnastic, but also for the memories afterwards.
Yeah, that was for myself at my own channel. But the other channel is called Helt OK.
Everything okay?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Which is, I don't know, a wordplay because Helt OK was for Odin Kalve as well.
Okay, so it was like the initials of the name.
Yeah. And we thought it was pretty creative at the time, but...
Still creative.
And that was more for, we had like a plan behind it. We wanted to grow this channel, and not just for ourselves, but I remember that you can get really good at this sport, but it's still hard to get sponsors.
Mm-hmm.
So we wanted to make the sport more popular and ourselves as well. We did a lot of videos on everyone on the national team. So I used to think that okay, if the media is not interested in us, then we have to do it ourselves. Then
That's a good point, because gymnastics is not. It's quite a big sport when it comes to the Olympic. Everyone gymnastics, it's amazing, and then some people kind of forget about it.
yeah,
And then in Norway, it's quite a big thing when you're a kid, but then we don't see much of the growing ups
Yeah.
kind of like living out of gymnastics. So how it is the community in Norway when it comes to gymnastics? Like can the athletes live out of the sport, or is it difficult?
how do you mean?
Can you make a live out of it? Like
oh,
can it be like a full-time job that you get your full salary?
A few people maybe have some money from the Norwegian Olympic. Yeah,
Like they commit, like
Yeah.
the country helps them kind of like paying for the salary.
yeah, and the federation is giving a little bit of money, but out of the 10 national team guys, is hardly maybe 2 or maybe just 1 who gets those. So, and it's still not a lot of money. So
How does the athletes kind of earn money from the sports? Is like through sponsorships, through competitions?
I think almost no one have really any sponsor. There's a few here and there, but most of us have to study or have a part-time job, or or you have to live at home with your parents or something.
But do you work at somewhere, or do you study? What is your plans now?
Yeah, me now I study 100%, and
What are you studying?
I'm studying movie production.
Or like a cinema, or
we call it film and TV. It at Westerdals,
yeah?
a bachelor degree. I also have a part-time job where I post TikToks for a company, and I also do a little bit of I make videos for other people, but mostly not because I don't have time for it.
Time.
And then in between, I try to make my own social media posts.
'Cause I have seen a lot of your videos. It's really funny. Like when you did the one with Iver Anton that you pretend you were him packing, and it was a bunch of like really funny thing. But how do you could like you see yourself as a content creation more into the creative and funny and like a comedy kind of niche, or?
Yeah, I think over the time I went from I wanted to like open up for more than just gymnastics. I know that gymnastics is a very it's hard to make just gymnastics, and but the comedy is easier to, and I also love comedy as well. So I really enjoy making comedy on especially TikToks now.
So TikTok is your like main platform at the moment.
Yeah, that's my biggest platform, I think. Yeah.
And then you have your own channel on YouTube as well, which you still only documenting the life of a gymnastic, or still now you start to go a bit more broad and do some different stuff?
Not on my personal channel. I don't really post anymore, but on the Health to Core channel, we still post a lot of gymnastics, but we want to also open up for more typical YouTube content. I think that especially here in Norway, we don't have a lot of content creators on this platform. I know it's a lot of job, but I think YouTube will be really, really big. People talking about the golden age of YouTube before, but I think it's a lot of potential there.
Oh yeah, and it's also a good platform because in Norway we can't earn money on Instagram or TikTok, but YouTube you still can earn something in case you grow. So it's definitely a good platform to be.
Yeah.
But I wanted to talk a little bit more about nowadays being an athlete in a sport that is really niche like yours, that is difficult to make money. People need to have a job on the side. So what would you say for people out there listening or watching that they're athletes doing a sport which is hard to live in? How important is content for those kind of athletes?
I think it's really important. I think it's more and more important. For example, I think when I'm watching the Olympics now, it's so fun to watch all the behind the scenes videos, how things are happening. And I think especially in those sports like gymnastics is a hard sport to understand. It's not like soccer, you know,
Kick
what
the ball
you...
on the goal, yes, that's it.
And I hardly understand the rules myself, and I've been doing it for over 20 years. So yeah, if you do a sport that is which many people don't watch because of the hard rules, then yeah, content creation could be a good way to explain the sport, maybe. I try to explain the sport, but I think I kind of given up a little bit because I think the sport have to evolve itself. I think we have to change the rules so you get more audience
spectators and people interested into the sport.
Yeah, you can't. For example, if people say, "Oh, I want to watch your competition. When is your next competition?" I'll say, "Yeah, if you have 3 hours left to watch."
To sit down and wait for.
Yeah, and yeah, I think the sport have to evolve itself to change the rules.
But how much you would say that content that you have been making through the sport has helped you as an athlete?
As an athlete, I haven't really figured out yet, but I remember that when me and it was I think it was around 5 people on the women's and men's national team, which had over 100 followers on TikToks, and we started to promote a few competitions, and suddenly it was sold out, and it never happened before.
So that was through social media.
Yeah. But again, the money doesn't go to us; it goes to the clubs who host the competition. So,
but it's still like you say, like it helps the sport to evolve because it creates a bigger audience that is interested to the sport. So like that was sold out this time, it means maybe continue happening, and then the money will start bouncing you somehow, or it will be the next generation that will take this will take this wave that you guys are creating now, and then the next generation that comes will enjoy this hard work that you guys been putting into to help the sport. But the sport itself, like you say, it needs to evolve, change the rules and all that. But can the athletes do something to kind of help the sport somehow through social media?
I think we have to kind of create like more like drama somehow. Everyone loves drama, you know, and try to create like I don't know, I always watch like you know, Jake Paul and those fighting games. They always create those
rivalry.
Yeah, I think that is really good somehow, and I think if they starting to know you personally, they want to follow you. Yeah, you know, like I've been to competition where over half of the audience want to see Niall Wilson and not the other ones, but it's because of him, then everyone gets a little bit more popular. And many of my teammates on the national team have said that people, they get recognized because of
other ones, kind of.
Yeah. So I think that is really, really important. Even if they come and watch and they don't completely understand, but they say like, oh, it's cool to watch. Yeah.
But do you think like there is a possibility for maybe also brands to start to involving more and more to support the sport, where maybe you guys can do more content to kind of like promote that brand through your sport? How it is like in Norway? Is that the brands doesn't support the gymnastics enough?
I think I usually say that the gymnasts who are from small places in Norway, they get the locals to sponsor them.
Mhm.
But if you are from Oslo, it's hard to get
The big ones.
yeah. But yeah, I mean, when I have a few sponsors, they doesn't necessarily sponsor me for my gymnastics, but just for as an influencer or so I take the deals, but I was my main goal was to like sponsor because of
the
my performance in gymnastics.
Okay, so you saying that normally the sponsor are coming to you because of your content, not because of the gymnastic itself.
Yeah, it's like the gymnastics more like a yeah, he could be a good ambassador because he's doing sports and he's doing things around the sports, and I agree with that, of course. But it's more like, oh, can you make a fun video of this?
That doesn't involve gymnastic at all.
I could do it but it have to be something funny because my my personality is becoming
More and more into the like comedy niche kind of thing.
I remember once someone recognized me and someone said, "Oh, you are the gymnast." I was like, "Oh, thank you for calling me the gymnast guy." I always wanted to be the gymnast guy.
They will recognize, like, they recognize you as gymnastic, not for the content, and that's a big thing.
Yeah. So,
but you think like it, because I see a lot like on football or on everything, like they're always getting sponsors, and those promotion they do always involve a ball, right? If you're a football player, you're gonna promote like say a hair shampoo or whatever. They always find ways to promote through football. So there is no brands coming out at you and asking you to do a promotion for them through gymnastics. They're always doing more, like you say, for the comedy side.
yeah, mostly. There are like a few gymnastics band that I've like posted a little bit like competition leotards and yeah, mostly that. Maybe some grips, but again, it's how many needs those leotards and the grips, and I think it's easier if you do. Yeah. Like Iver Anton, he's doing running. It's a lot of people who need running shoes, so it's more a bigger market for it. So yeah, I think the sport in itself, it's a little bit hard. I know it's a little bit easier for the women's side because they are using more leotards and equipment. I just
it's just you.
yeah, we always work out in just shorts and nothing else. So
it's difficult to get sponsors for the sport itself.
Yeah, and the equipment is not a lot of brands, so they have like monopoly in the market. So it's not a lot of competition. So they don't need to sponsor that many people. Yeah.
But you still, like you say, so you still kind of earning a little bit outside of the gymnastics world, which is sad because you want to do true gymnastics, but in the same time, because you have a nice personality, you're doing the nice content outside of the gymnastic community, you can still make a little bit of money out of it. So it's really important that you would say for the athletes to do their own content, no matter what sport you're doing.
Yeah, I think it's important for everyone. I've been watching like Haaland doing YouTube vlogs, and I think he's getting just more attractive for the sponsor, even though he probably doesn't have to do it. But you feel like you get to know him personally, so I think that's the key word when it's not just a good player. I feel like I know him. And then I think it's for every athlete, you have to get the audience to know you, not just that you are pretty good at your sport, but who are you, and yeah, just show your good sides, or even the bad sides.
Yeah.
And show that you are also a human.
And that's the important thing, because I remember I used to work with the national team of alpine ski, and I'm from Brazil, so I don't understand much about ski. And for me, the best photos were when they were going around the gates. That was the most like difficult photos to make, to get a good angle going around the gates. But then we start posting those photos on social media, and no one cared.
Yeah.
And then I post a photo of them eating a schnitzel or whatever, and those photos like blow up.
Yeah.
And then that was years and years ago. But that's when I understood that they want to see the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
They know they go around the gates, they're really good. But what they eat, what do they do in their free time, what they train, how they sleep.
You want to be like them.
Exactly, right? So you get closer, like you say, watching Holland, you feel like you know him. That's the thing nowadays, that the more you see someone, the more closure you get. And then probably this athlete release a product, then this person just go by.
Yeah.
So, but where would they start? So let's say now you're talking to an athlete that is starting now, and he wants to start making content. What would you say to them? Like, what is the best way to start?
Well, there are some juniors now in gymnastics, which also ask me, what should I post?
What should I do?
Yeah, what should I do? And I can't like give you a straight answer. You should post this and this and this and this, but I usually say post stuff that you think it's fun, because people can see if you enjoy it or not. And also, if you're also enjoying it, then it's much better for not just doing it for 2 weeks, but several years. And not just to gain audience, but also for yourself. It's only a good thing to just post stuff, I think.
So you say that they should post things that they are more comfortable doing. So just be themselves.
Yeah, be themselves. And I know it's scary to talk in front of the camera and stuff. I still think it's scary, but it's also pretty fun. And like you're always going to be not happy with your first videos anyway in the future, and that's a good thing, because then you know what to do, how to get better, and you also watch the numbers also. And if you suddenly hit something that's getting a lot of views, I just try to recommend to try to do that over and over again.
So if you do a content that performs well, you just repeat the same technique in other videos.
I try to, but I can. It's hard to, if you like post a fail video, you can't just do that fail again. Yeah. So even though it gets viral, but my friend Niklas, who I was doing this podcast with, he was posting. He was hardly not posting anything on social media, and then he posted like a video of he made like fun of a guy who tried to make content creation, another gymnast, which was like this is how you get the six pack, or this is how you get big gains or stuff, and he was trying to make fun of him, and it went viral because it was public post, and then I called in and said, you have to do this over again. And he was like, okay, I can do one more video. And then he made the same video, and you can like, it's so many things you can do, how to get six pack, how to get big arm, how to get bigger legs, how to get, it's very repeatable, friendly.
Yeah. So then what you're saying is that you find something that works. On that case was how to get a six pack or how to get a biceps. And then you continue kind of exploring this kind of niche to kind of like grow. So you'd say for an athlete that is doing a sport that is not that big, and then he finds something that works, so he should kind of like explore for more ideas around the same technique, kind of the same idea.
Yeah.
And what are those, like, what is the secret kind of sauce? There is a secret for it, or like how do you? What go behind your mind when you're gonna come up with idea for a content that you kind of probably think, oh, that's gonna perform well?
Well, me and Niklas, we started with TikToks in 2021, and the ideas was like when you first are starting it, your brain just 24/7 thinking about new ideas.
But how was your brain? What did your brain was thinking about when you started? Like when you were doing the content to find the good ideas. How do you find the ideas around the gymnastic?
Um, well, for example, not every idea I have is not original. I find something that worked for example, now Wilson in England, and I was like thinking, yeah, we could do the same here in Norway. And the guy was inviting celebrities to do gymnastics, and it's pretty fun to watch.
Definitely.
And he's definitely not going to invite the Norwegian celebrities, but we can. So yeah, you can copy others, but try to make it a little bit your thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, stuff like that. I usually say that what do you like about other people posting stuff on social media? What do you like? And then try to do the same as well.
Okay, so you're saying that they should look for inspiration of things they like,
Yeah.
and then they apply into their niche, whatever sports they do, whatever thing they do.
Yeah. And as you said about this sneakers thing, when I was a kid, I was watching my or the seniors in gymnastics. What did they do? And they post like maybe one vlog each year. But I watched it so many times, and I know that when right now I post vlogs as well, and I try to post the stuff I wanted to know about when I was a kid, and try to share my secrets. Or it's not really secrets, but as a kid you don't really know much. But yeah,
I understand what you mean. So it's just like sharing your process, but also things that you were curious when you starting out. But like what I'm trying to say, like for people watching or listening, is like how they can dig deep in. Like how do they, for example, let's take me as an example. I start to play tennis, and then I was like, oh, my serve is really bad. So then I went to Instagram, and then I found I've just screw how to serve.
Yeah.
And then there is several videos. There is some videos that I don't like the way they do, and there is some videos that I like the way they do. So what would you say that is the best kind of technique for people to apply into their sport when they are creating content?
Like if you post.
So let's take gymnastics now as an example. Let's say I'm starting with gymnastics, like, and then things that people are curious about, and then you're going to create content around it. What is the things that you think would be good to kind of like post it in the beginning?
Well, I remember me and Niklas was watching another teammate who was doing like pretty serious stuff on social media, like how to get this, or this is my day in a life. And we were watching it, and we was thinking, this is not interesting enough. You have to be Neymar if you want to see a day in the life. So we were starting to thinking, like for example, TikTok in itself. We know that comedy usually goes really, really good, but it's evolving all the time. But at the time, we was thinking we have to do something funny, and yeah, for example, TikTok, we know that the first second, the 2 second, it's really, really important to catch the audience before they swipe to the next video. And yeah, it's just like details like that. And we always thought that if we enjoy the video ourselves, then it's probably a good chance that other people will enjoy it as well.
Mhm.
But we try to watch it with neutral eyes.
Yeah,
Like,
that is not to you doing, it's somebody else's eyes, kind of.
yeah. So
But
when
what else? What else is good? Because now we're going somewhere nice, like you say. So the 2 first seconds need to be important, or what is the the important things they should have into the video? Like you say, the 2 first seconds important. If you're in a comedy, kind of, it's something that performs well.
yeah.
What else can you add into the mix?
Ooh,
Like you, when you're gonna make the video, what do you think? Like, okay, you think about the 2 seconds, like you say.
yeah.
What else is in the process?
Well, I've noticed that my editing is much faster now than it used to be, like maybe 7 years ago. Thing goes really, really fast. You can't be bored 1 second during the whole video, and yeah, I can like edit the same video 10 times because I'm watching it over and over again, and I take those dead spots
Mhm.
away.
So you're making sure a really fast pace and
Yeah.
it goes really quick.
I think that's especially TikTok, maybe now Instagram as well when Reels came. But then again, for YouTube, I think it doesn't have to be that fast.
Mm.
Uh,
So you need to adapt to which platform.
Yeah.
Every platform has their own way of communicating.
yeah.
But which platform would you say it's a good way to start?
Ooh, I think if you want to gain audience, I think TikTok and maybe Reels on Instagram is a good way. Especially here in Norway. Because it's the algorithm helps you a lot.
Mm.
And I also think I always used to think that because sometimes people blame the algorithm. The algorithm is not good. I always think that I have to do something different about the video.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I posted exactly the same video a year later, and it went super viral. So sometimes it's the algorithm, but yeah, we could discuss this algorithm for hours. But when I meet other content creators, they always talk about, oh, you should do that and you should do this. And I always think that in the end, it's the product that you upload on the platform that is the only critical thing.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a good video, then the algorithm will do the job.
You push for you, right?
Yeah, but after posting for a lot of years, I still like not completely sure if this video would do good or not. But you know, you got the guts, you have the feeling, and yeah. Again, it could be a good video and the algorithm doesn't collab, but
but I think it's also like it depends a bit of what's happened globally, right?
Yeah.
So if you post a video and then suddenly is a war in Gaza or something, so everyone is focusing on that, and maybe social media be a bit kind of off, or you open Instagram and it's a war in Ukraine, and then everyone is only seeing this, and then they see your content, which is a really good piece of content, but maybe was posted into the wrong time. So
Yeah.
that's like you say, maybe 1 year later it performs well. So from what I understood, it would be also nice to maybe post the content again, right? A year later or 6 months later.
Yeah.
So do you re-edit your old content, or do you post exactly the same video?
Sometimes I re-edit and sometimes I just post it as it was. Yeah. I don't know why, but I think you know you're evolving, and then you're seeing the video again, and this is a good video, and you post it, or I should
Tweak a little bit here and there.
Yeah. So I think that's just evolving, and that's why it's really classical tips, but it's just start posting, and you will evolve from there, and don't care about what other people say. because it's really cringe to post in the beginning all the time, but when you gain those followers and stuff, then everyone think it's really, really cool, you know? So
So then to oppsummering, hva er oppsummering in English? Now we're being forget. You say? Summarize.
Yeah.
To summarize, if you are an athlete and you're starting to post, so TikTok, it's a good way to start, right?
I would say so.
And then you're looking for the paying things into the sports, maybe developing from there. The 2 first seconds, really important. Be yourself, be authentic. Reposting the same video years later or months later.
I usually say be authentic, but try to turn yourself a little bit up.
Yeah.
Use your body language more and use your voice. I can watch videos about that where I'm talking 5 years ago and I'm a little bit shy and talking maybe a little bit low. But
you lose a little bit.
Try to relax. Many times if I make YouTube videos, we always start with a hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel and stuff like that, and then we make the video, and then in the end I say let's do the first part again, because then you're a little bit warm up, then getting so we always do the start again after the video, because the start is so important everywhere.
So it's kind of like the sport. You can't just go there and backflip right away. You need to warm up.
Yeah,
so it's the same with the content, right? You need to warm up a little bit before you kind of get it. So it's a good way, like you say, do the whole video and then you do the hook, right? They start afterwards, because then, like you say, you're warm. Any more tips for the athletes out there trying to create content?
Well,
just post.
Just try to have fun, because if you're going to do this for a long time, then it doesn't feel like a job if you have fun. And even though the video doesn't go well, then at least you had fun and you think the video is fun. Like my vlogs on from 2015, I think it's really fun to watch myself, even though it doesn't have a lot of views. But it's a journey to watch back. Yeah,
because sometimes you do just for yourself as well, like you say, for the memories that maybe is not good now, but in 5 to 10 years it would be really nice to see. I don't have anything for when I was a kid, for example, right? So I would love to see me 5, 6. I remember I was surfing a lot when I was 10. I have no single surf clip. My first surf clip that I had was last year. Okay. And I surfed for 25 years.
Oh, okay.
You know? So imagine like having all that when I was a kid. That would be really nice.
Yeah.
So I regret a lot not doing like, I used to work with skateboarding. I travel a lot around the world filming, skateboarding, nothing.
Yeah.
Because back in the days was not much of Instagram. It was just photo back in the days on Instagram. And when I started, it was not even videos. It was only photos, or not even Instagram.
Yeah.
Right. So then it was, we never thought about it like, oh, let's get a behind the scene, or let's get how to do this or that. So we were just doing our jobs and getting paid. Just like you work in a supermarket, you go 8 and you come back at 5. That's what we're doing. So like you say, like for the new generation, post, film, even though it's bad, in the future,
it's fun to watch. Yeah.
It will be fun.
Yeah.
Right. So because I regret not doing anything, and I don't want to regret at the moment. Like you say, I regret posting that.
Yeah.
Maybe you do that now, but in 10 years, it won't be a regret. So athletes, post. And you also have a podcast, right? What gear do you use in your podcast?
When we started?
Yeah.
I was in 2024. Yeah. In the beginning of 2024, yeah.
24. I listened to some of it. It's pretty fun. It's in Norwegian though, but if you don't speak Norwegian, you can't watch. But if you speak, it's quite a funny thing. And I saw there you use Rode microphones and all the equipment. You happy with it?
Yeah, we're happy with it, of course. We started with the microphone and then with the this black filter, it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You use the Rodecaster Pro, or
yeah, we have the same as you have. Yeah.
nice. Rode was kind enough to help us here at the podcast. So as you see, a lot of people doing podcasts are using the equipment. We're pretty happy. We have the Videocaster, the Pro. What's the name? Prod. Oof, I'm quite bad with
I
this.
think it was something like that.
Yeah, because I have my friend Ai is the one responsible for all the tech thing. But we're really happy with the mic pod, arms. Look, we move everywhere, so we're happy with everything. So thanks a lot, Rode, for helping us out. But beside the podcast, you study, you are a gymnastic, you are a content creator. Anything else that I'm missing that you do?
Well, it's pretty much that. As I said, I remember I have because I started with this bachelor degree after this summer, and to that I was also making content for making my own what is it called, recommend, like a CV.
Like a resume?
Yeah. For potential jobs, or just to when I arrive at this school, I want to be as good as possible.
Mm.
So yeah, it was a win-win for me. I remember in high school, I always wanted to work with content somehow, even if it's TV or movies, or yeah.
Yeah, because now you're studying TV and all that. So what is your plan when you retire from the sport? So of course you want to continue working with content creation, but which direction you want to take yourself?
I think my dream job, I'm still like thinking about it, but I want to work with TV shows somehow. If you've seen like Helt Rammesporter,
Yeah.
or something like that, it would be
Do you
awesome.
want to be like a host or a producer, the guy behind like organizing everything, or just want to be involved?
Yeah, I think all that you said sounds good. Even a TV host, or be behind the camera, or yeah, I think I would be happy with any of that.
But do you like, because I see a lot of what happened in Norway is that, for example, in Brazil, players they play football, they go to the national team, play World Cups or whatever, and then they retire. They do everything to kind of continue pushing and helping their sport. On
Yeah.
that case, football. So in Norway, I see a lot of alpine skier and everything, and then they retired. They probably go another direction.
Yeah.
So do you have any plans afterwards to try to push more the gymnastics after you retire, that you use your creativity to go back to the new generation and kind of help the sports somehow?
I've been thinking about it. Maybe something like when we have a live stream, I can maybe comment the. I always say that, no offense to the guys who comments the live stream, but I think it's always boring to watch and listen to the guys who are. We need those moments that we have in alpine skiing and football, and it can't be like
Playing.
yeah. Next up is this guy. He is from this city, and yeah, let's watch. You have to be more.
Yeah, but you think is it like a Norwegian kind of like culture thing, or is it worldwide? Is like that when it comes to gymnastics?
Maybe I'm thinking especially about the Norwegian, but I enjoy watching the English comments. Especially
Commentators,
the
yeah.
Americans. I think they are pretty good.
They
They're
get
like
hyped.
yeah, they talk with more passion. Like you have to watch this guy. It's more. Yeah, it's more fun to watch and just to listen. And like my father always watching Tour de France, and I think that's maybe the most boring sports in the world. But when you turn up the sound, it's much better because they're talking about the history. They're talking about those guys, how they've been struggling with, and I don't know how many hours it lasts for, 5, 6, 7 hours. I don't know.
At least several days.
Yeah. And yeah, you have to be able to talk. Yeah, I was thinking about that maybe. Yeah.
Because I think is a good way, like you say, you've been to the sport for many years, you've been to the struggle, and then when you stop, it's quite nice if you go back and start helping the new generation, because maybe then they will do the same.
Yeah.
And since you're really good doing content, maybe that's the good way for you to contribute back to the gymnastic community.
Yeah.
But like you say, doing the commentators, the TV series, kind of like you say, like the TV shows as a host or whatever.
Yeah.
So, because how long do you have to study now for the TV bachelor?
I'm finished in 2028, so 3 years from now, or 2.5. Yeah.
And how long you planning on continue with the backflips?
Well, I usually take a year by year or half a year by half a year, but I don't know. I think as long as it's fun, that's the most important thing when you doesn't make a lot of money on it and it takes so much time. But yeah, I will at least to the summer, and then
and then you go, like
yeah.
you say, 6 months by 6 months.
Yeah,
because it takes a lot on your body, right? Like what is like because gymnastic has several how you say, like you have the one they stay like on the horse, the backflip, and which one is the one you do?
I used to do all 6, but the last year I've been doing only P-bars, pommel horse, and high bar, if you know.
Yeah, I know some of that because of the Olympics.
Yeah. Mostly because of injuries. It's hard to maintain the body. As I said, I'm not a completely professional gymnast. It's hard because of you have to do the job and school as well. So and especially when I study movie production, it takes a lot of time, as you guys know a lot about. So it's hard to combine, and try to make the best out of it every day. But
I can imagine it's difficult to combine. Just like school and gymnastic would be already difficult, and then you do school, gymnastic, and content, and it's a lot. But do you have any like tips for people like you that is doing a lot of stuff at the same time for managing their time correctly? Like, okay, I'm gonna film content from 1 to 2, and then I study from 2 to 3, and then 3 to 7 I do gymnastics. Is that you have like any system as an athlete?
I used to have a good system before because the days were pretty. It was the same every day, but at this study it's hard because you never know how long the school is going to last, and it's hard to plan. But if you have the possibility to plan the days, then I think that's the key. Since I was like 8 years old, I have to plan the week the whole time because at the most I trained 30 to 32 hours in a week.
The gymnastic?
Yeah. So,
and that how many hours a day normally would be?
Usually it's 2 to 3 hours in the morning and then 3 to 4 hours in the afternoon.
Holy.
So it's a lot of hours, but so I had to plan the school, and often I used to do schools in the weekend. So
planning is really important.
Yeah, discipline and planning, and if you have the motivation. I usually say that I don't speak about motivation because motivation goes ups and down, but try to have discipline and have those what is it called? Vaner.
Vaner?
Habits. Of course, habits. Because when I'm a really habits person, and I can get bad habits sometimes, but you have to get out of those and try to create those good habits. And
So planning, good habits, it's a good way to kind of like combine with everything that you do.
Yeah.
So any last words for the athletes out there and the content creators?
Uh,
A message from Fredrik.
no, just good luck, and as we have said many times, to try to enjoy it, and yeah, it's and don't just ask other people what you could do that as well, but try to gain your own experience. I think try to do it in your own way somehow. But of course, this podcast helps as well when you get those tips, you know.
Yeah, so that's the idea with the podcast that people can listen and then learning. But before we wrap it up, I actually have one last question because now you've been doing gymnastics for a long time, and also you are a content creator as well for quite a while. So if you had to start over
Yeah.
again now, knowing everything that you know, what would you do differently?
I would start another sport. Well, I don't know. Because I think the journey, like, it ends, or I'm pretty happy with where I am today. You know, I remember, for example, this Red Bull brand. I watched a lot of Red Bull videos when I was young, and um,
You got the chance to work with them a lot, right?
yeah, and that is like a dream come true. I remember when I was a kid, I was skateboarding and I was buying those stickers on I don't know, some websites to
Put into the head.
to the helmet. I know that today
It's illegal.
it's illegal, you know, but I didn't know at the time. But yeah, I think the dream was to be like a rebel athlete in the end. But I got like the second best thing.
You kind of got the lifestyle without having to perform.
Yeah,
I would say.
yeah,
Because that's what I say. Like I worked with Red Bull for 12, 13 years. And
yeah.
I feel like I'm living that lifestyle almost without being a sponsor.
Yeah.
And getting paid for it, which is important.
And,
Working, right? So I think you get to experience that somehow being because you were a creator for a while for
Yeah.
Red Bull.
And that is maybe the funniest thing I ever done. I really loved everything about it, and me and Niklas and those I know who also are content creators, we try to talk about, how did we end up in this
The situation, right? You were
yeah.
proud of yourself.
Yeah. But yeah, it's of course it's our content, and maybe a little bit of luck, of course.
But nothing different you would say, like content wise. Who do you start maybe posting more when you were younger, or not that you regret? This question is not about things that you regret. Is that things that you could have done differently?
I don't think I would done so much differently. Or of course, I'm evolving my content because I try to get better the whole time. But I think maybe I remember, for example, TikTok was pretty. I don't know. In my generation, was pretty cringe at the beginning. I remember I was downloading TikTok in maybe 2019, and I was kind of embarrassed of having the apps, and maybe just not be embarrassed of posting. I remember it was easier after high school to just post stuff and not care what other people say. In the end, they don't really think about you. But I didn't. Yeah, if you feel like you're always the main character in your own movie, so
you can manipulate the scenes, right?
Yeah,
you can control
yeah.
everything. So
no, so I was just starting before and just not be embarrassed of posting stuff. That's maybe the only regret I have. The sooner you start, the sooner you learn, of course, and yeah,
the better it gets along the way. Right?
yeah.
That's good. Fredrik, thanks a lot for taking your time.
Thank you
to
for having
join
me.
here at the Amigos Creative Space and at the Amigos Pod. So it was really nice. I think it would be nice for athletes out there, which they're a bit like hanging on the wall. Should I post it? Should I not post it? And then they listen to you with which you have done for a while. So I think it's different because if I tell them something, it's coming from a creator, right? And you are first an athlete and then you become a creator. Even though you are a creator now, you always start through the sport. So the sport leads you to the creation side, right? So I think it would be nice for the creators out there to also understand when they work with athletes, to understand as well a bit of their side. Like you say, you train 3 hours in the morning, 3 in the night. So you're busy all the time. So when you're gonna go create content, it's an extra job, right? So it's really nice you taking the time to come here and then talk to everyone that they can learn from a professional athlete or semi-professional or whatever you want to call you, but you have a professional lifestyle. You train so much hours, right? So anyways, thanks a lot for coming here. I hope everyone had a good time listening to Fredrik. And if they want to follow you on social media, where should they go?
Usually Fredrik Boss.
Fredrik Boss on all platforms, Instagram,
mostly.
TikTok.
And Helt to Call on YouTube,
Helt to Call. So it's HELT space
OK. Yeah.
That's good. And you guys remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, rate us on Spotify. You're going to help spread the podcast. And once again, thanks, Fredrik. And see you next week. Peace. Nice, amigo. Um abraço.